with another travel tip. Now, I think most people that know me know I'm a bit OCD when it comes to planning. Like when we travel, I have a spreadsheet with what we're doing every day and where we're going and all this sort of stuff. So because I like to be able to know that I can fit in all the things that I really want to do when we're going on our big overseas trips. And yes, some people hate that. They're more of a fly by the seat of your pants sort of travelers, and that's fine. It's all about what works for you. There is no right and wrong. But what I've found in the last few overseas trips that I've done is you need to leave room for the unexpected. Now, it happens every trip that we do. When we've been in New York, it's happened last year in Italy, this year, like unexpected things happen. Some good, some not so good, but you need to, not stress over things so much and leave a little bit of room for it. So a couple of examples of what I'm talking about, right? So on our recent trip to London, again, like I had an itinerary, it was fully planned. It was like, we're going here, we're going there. We weren't expecting to be back in our room at about, I think it was about 1 o'clock or whatever, but we were exhausted. Let's go back, have a rest. And I had checked before we left to see if the Tower Bridge would be opening, because you can actually have a schedule of when it's going to be opening and so forth, because that we were staying overlooking the Tower Bridge. And it wasn't going to be opening when we were there. However, when we were sitting there having a little snack and refreshing, all of a sudden I've looked up to see the Tower Bridge opening up and closing up. We actually saw that twice in the same day. And I was just in awe and just going, this is absolutely amazing. This is the stuff that you can't plan. We weren't supposed to be in our room at that time. So we wouldn't have, if we had been out and about, we would have totally missed it, right? But for whatever reason, the universe was saying that you needed to see this happening. So it made it happen, right? I know that sounds a bit quirky and a bit crazy, but I'm a big believer in things happen for a reason. So again, totally unexpected. One of the other things, we were coming back from, we were somewhere over in Westminster, and we walked past, was near St James Palace during the day, and they were actually doing like a little changeover of the individual guards at the station, which we hadn't planned on seeing, right? We'd seen the bigger changing the guards ceremony outside of St James Palace, which is a better place to see it than Buckingham Palace. There's another tip for you. Because you see more, and it's actually like, it's a lot cooler, less crowds. But we're walking past and they were doing this little changeover. We're just at the right time in the right place, and we wouldn't, like, that's something you just can't really plan for, that just sort of happens. There's been times where we've hopped off a wrong subway stop or something like that, and you come up somewhere unexpected and you see something or buy something that tickles your fancy. I know when we were in New York, we were out early. We'd just been on the cable car over to Roosevelt Island. We'd walked back. We'd gone past Bloomingdale's. Now, it was just about to open. It was just on 8:30, and I'd seen a sign in the window that said Sarah Jessica Parker had her shoe line there and whatever, and I'm a big shoe girl. And I wasn't going to go in, and hubby was like, "You're here, it's just open, you might as well, like, let's just go in." Well, unbeknownst to me, Miss SJP herself was in the building, and she was filming an interview with Elle magazine. So as we're going up the escalators, I hear this voice, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's Sarah Jessica Parker." So I got to see her in real life, and she's teeny tiny and still gorgeous. But it was one of those things I hadn't planned right. It was just that we were in this time and place, and it just happened. It was an impromptu thing. You know, that's happened before. We hopped out of the subway on the wrong stop, and as I was yelling at my husband going, "You've got us in the wrong place," I've looked over and seen this gorgeous artwork that this artist that does all these gorgeous designs and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, the artist was in store so I could buy something and he signed it. Like, stuff like that happens to us when we travel all the time. So you've got to make room for that. So like this time, you know, yet again, like the itinerary changes, it plans. There's things that we like, you know, we're not going to do that. Let's just have a chill day instead, or let's go here, or do something different. Our plans change accordingly. I'm not that regimented, but just allowing room for that when you're traveling and being open to that. So maybe if you have got off the wrong subway stop, or, you know, this has gone wrong, maybe there's a reason for it, and there's going to be something at the end of that which is going to put a smile on your face and go, wow, well, that was unexpected. And we have lots of those moments when we travel, and that's what I love about traveling, is those types of moments, because you just can't plan for them no matter what you do, because you just got to enjoy it, because that's the beauty of travel. So allow time for those impromptu moments and those unplanned moments, because they are amazing when they happen to them. And yes, there are some bad shit as well that happens, but I always like to focus on the good. So hopefully that helps you somewhat and lets you be a bit freer and a bit more relaxed when you're traveling, and being more open to those types of opportunities, because that's what travel is all about. So hopefully you enjoyed that little tip, and yeah, I'm off to start my day.